It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Under 10.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
And he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. This is Breida. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give running left is Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this throw caught left side. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10, Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, watch that. Check my head.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch 54, watch 54. All day.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. Come
on, capitalize on this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
11 yards for number 11. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down.
Here we go. 180.
54. Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
29 is the mark. Super one.
On second and 11 now. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Goff on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. To the air again, Goff. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 21, 11.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Intercepted all day, baby.
Look, 20.
You're not ready.
One last throw here for Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.